We had it was a Twitter space yesterday. Elliot Wilson had DM'd me about Future's Twitter space.
He hit me
Future's
too.
album coming out.
I wasn't able to get into it because I was busy already.
Yeah, I was still outside moving around at 6 o'clock. I was hoping you did. Did anybody hear it?
I'm not sure. All I know is the title said is Future the greatest rapper of all time or something.
I assume that was the name of his album.
Future is the greatest rapper of all time.
I just would assume that was the greatest. That was the title.
That's quite the title.
Yeah, I don't think that would be the name of his Twitter space.
Yeah, I feel like they wanted to start the conversation.
Nobody is having a conversation about Future being the greatest rapper alive.
There are
Future is. Oh yeah, Future is the best rapper alive. Maybe that is the album title. Did he announce that? And did we just spoil something?
No, it was on social media. How could we spoil it?
I thought maybe it was like a private Twitter space. I didn't know.
GQ kind of released an article, and the article itself says the title is Future.
Oh yeah, okay. It says right here. Join us on Twitter Space at 6 p.m. to debate our cover story. So that's their.
That was the GQ Twitter Space debate.
Yeah, they put few artists are as prolific, as widely intimidated, and consistently excellent. Which is why it's finally time to declare what's been true for a while now.
Sometimes I think writers just be writing. Like, they just like words, even if they're...
Well, it's clickbait shit.
Would Future say he's intimidating?
I don't think Future would say he's intimidating.
What do they mean by intimidating?
I don't even think Future would say he's the greatest rapper alive. I don't even think Future would say that.
But he's been throwing feelers out there since, what was that, Rolling Loud? Mm-hmm. When he brought out Kanye, or Kanye brought out him or whatever, and he was like, y'all greatest could never bring Kanye out. And everyone was like, was that a shot at Jay because they weren't friends or whatever the fuck? He's been doing little shit here and there, but the media's been taking it and run with it.
Future's still throwing shots at Hov?
It appears that way. He could say I'm not, but... But we also take everything and run with it. Okay, we take the littlest sentence and be like, yo, it's a full Hov.
Because I know it stems from when Jay said the line about someone in the future...
playing football with your son, which I thought was a good bar, but I could totally understand being offended by it. I could see Future being offended by that bar.
See, I'm the opposite. I didn't see the offensive tone in that bar.
I think once fatherhood and children get added in, I can totally understand someone taking it incorrectly, even if it's met with good intentions and it's just a rap bar, it's just a play off with what's going on currently. Once you bring up someone's kids or family, I can see why they would get offended.
Yeah, but
not saying they're correct in the intention of the bar.
Can you pull up the bar? Because I never got, even when the song first came out and that we first heard that bar, I never even felt like that was a shot at Future.
No, but it was alluding that he didn't want to lose his children. And his fear would be another man raising his kids, is how I think that could have been interpreted. Because at that point, Russell had married Sierra and Future's child was with Sierra full time. So Russell was around the child a lot. And obviously plays football. I know you get the bar.
Yeah,
but I could take that as, are you suggesting that I lost my kids and another man is raising them?
The bar is...
Playing football is like how you raise your kid, dad. Like, yeah, I could see being offended at it.
What's the bar, Eddin?
In the future, other dudes is playing football with your son.
That's a diss.
That's a hit.
I don't think it's a diss. I think it's a play on words.
Wait, say it again?
But I could see why Future be offended by it.
In the future,
other dudes is playing football with your son.
What's the 2 bars before that?
Never go Eric Benet. I don't even know what you would have done.
Come on now, Ma. You can't.
In the future, other dudes
never going to Eric Benet. He lost Halle Berry.
In the future, other dudes is playing football with your son.
That's
future.
I should be. If I'm Future, I should be offended by that.
I'm not saying you should be offended.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think it's
what the fuck is going on with hip hop? Like, why is everybody so fucking offended and like ready to be offended? That's not a fucking shot at Future.
I'm not saying it is or that was Jay's intention.
But it is about Future.
But
yes, it's about his situation, but it's not a shot at him saying, you don't raise your kids. That's not a shot.
I don't have kids, but I can understand anyone bringing up my situation about my kids, even if it's a playful bar.
To fuck up my marriage and my situation with my wife, the fear of another man spending time with my son is like, or my kids, that scares me. That's not a shot at Future, though. Like, how that he's not offended Future.
But Future you can't tell somebody what they
everybody want to be offended these days. What the fuck is going on in the world, yo?
It's hip hop, so I think everything is free range when it comes to the rap battle shit. I think anything on wax at this point, especially the era I grew up in, I've heard the wildest fucking bars and diss records. That's allowed in hip hop. But that doesn't mean someone isn't allowed to get offended or take it personally.
I'm not saying nobody's allowed. You people.
If that's a touchy subject
not a
for
shot,
Future,
bro. I'm just saying that's not a shot. Like, look, we got to.
But you know rappers. You've hung out with enough rappers to know how sensitive and how much they look into every last bar and take shit offensive.
Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest on my platform. Jay-Z doesn't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. He's not trying to offend none of y'all. He don't even think about y'all niggas like that. Let me just be totally clear with that. So he's not taking time out of his day to throw a shot at Future. That wasn't his intent with that. So if Future's offended by it, okay, cool. That's your prerogative to be offended. But that's not a shot, bro. He wasn't taking a shot at Future.
But we agree with you there.
If Future is still mad at Jay about that bar, bro, listen, I'm a real nigga. You gotta. What's the real issue? Because that's not it. You using that as the. What's your real issue with Jay, bro? Because that can't be it. That don't tell me that. Don't tell me that bar is a reason why you've been moving in interviews and kind of sort of whatever they say you throwing shots at Jay. I don't know. But if they saying it can't be because of this bar. Like, come on, bro.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea personally. And I don't think it was a shot, but I can totally understand if someone is rapping about my family situation in the regards to my son and another man raising him. I could see how you could get offended. I could see it.
Because Future, honestly, Future was probably already offended. You got to understand that whole story about his son wanting to be a football player and stuff like that was in the blogs at that time, which is why Jay rapped about it, because it was in the blogs and it's a little play on words and things like that. Niggas get offended about that shit. And then you saying shit like, don't go Eric Benet, like niggas could get offended by it.
Well, Eric Benet did get offended by that.
Eric Benet.
Yes, he did. He went on a whole Twitter rant.
All the time.
Oh, I didn't know that was a regular Eric. I don't follow Eric Benet.
He don't like that shit. I love my wife and he don't like that shit at all.
Yeah, but he was referring to him losing Halle Berry because he was cheating on Halle Berry.
Yeah, of course.
And he was saying, I was lost the baddest girl in the world. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Eric Benet says my current wife is the baddest bitch in the world.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
You know what? Nah, Eric Benet probably just got pressure in the crib from the new wife.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what the fuck is going on out here, man? You can't, it's like,